let the countdown begin. Raze back live again. Pop culture, entertainment, of course, the hot topics. Traveling somewhere in the tropics. Usually preserved for smoke show panels, $1 million plays. We expanding the channel, they say opinions like assholes. Watch your mouth at all times and don't mess up the cash flow. We live.
What up, 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 what up? Raze back live again on this Saturday afternoon live stream. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. How you guys doing? I'm doing great right now. I was up late last night, of course, watching the big fight. You know, everybody was talking about it. Over 72,000 fans in that arena last night to see Jake Paul versus Iron Mike Tyson, a man who was once the baddest man in the land. It's all the buzz right now. I said let me come on for a few minutes and talk about what I just seen, what Jake Paul has said. And the thing is, guys, I was rooting hard for Mike Tyson. Shout out to everybody who watched last night's live stream, our coverage. Shout out to Backpack Val for hopping in again. Also Carter 4. You know, Darnell and everybody who tuned in late last night to watch that with us and discuss it. But I knew this was going to happen, guys, and that this is my fear. I feared this. I feared Jake Paul would go on his victory lap, and now he's making these statements, and I'm going to play for you what he said. I got audio of what he said. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to piss off some Mike Tyson fans, but maybe some of you guys agree with Jake Paul is saying. Like I said, I have audio, guys. I've had audio of what Jake Paul said. You know, he said, look, this is right here, courtesy of TMZ, but he said, Jake Paul, I showed Iron Mike Tyson mercy. He showed who was once the baddest man in the land mercy, guys. And this is what happens when you fight. Tyson, people was like, yo, don't fight this guy because your legacy. Now he is going to go around and tell his kids, tell his grandkids that he beat Mike Tyson in a unanimous decision, which he did beat him in a unanimous decision last night. We was watching it. Now we are faced with this, guys. We are faced with this Jake Paul talking trash. But shout out to you guys. Let me see who in the building. Let's see who in the building early. Did y'all agree? Did Jake Paul show Mike Tyson mercy? Where is Milano says absolutely yes. Okay. Hey Milano, you showed you showed QB mercy when y'all fought in Mexico. Man, shout out to Milano. Where's Milano? Check out his channel. Also, he got a robbery story of him getting robbed out there inside Fortaleza, Brazil. You know what I'm saying? So check out his channel. Tyson didn't want to hurt Jake as well. It was all a show to get money. Well, the purse, I heard $40 million for Jake, $20 million for Mike Tyson. Yes. So man, oh man. Did y'all think this fight was any better or no better than, let's say, Floyd Mayweather versus the brother, Logan Paul? You know, did Mayweather carry that fight and hold Logan Paul up during that fight? You know, because Mayweather probably could have took him out way earlier. I know Mayweather could have took out Conor McGregor way earlier than he did. Also, I think he carried the fight and just kept the fight going. But pretty much, Jake Paul is pretty much saying he did what Mayweather did for Logan and Conor McGregor. What do you guys think about that? You know what I'm saying? I've seen some pretty good hits by Mike Tyson, but it was only lasted like 1 or 2 rounds. That was my trouble in watching. I kind of knew that Mike Tyson would tire out. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson had to get him in the first couple of rounds, but Mike Tyson don't have the power like he once did in the 80s. And I think people was expecting a nostalgia act, for Tyson to revert back to 1988, 89, which that was impossible. The guy, he was just in a wheelchair and walking for cane like a year ago. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Milano right there. Subscribe to his channel. Like I said, shout out to Tim Howard, the mega moderator. Don't believe you, Jake. So, Stream Traveler, you don't believe. Thank you for the donations. Also, Stream Traveler over the past couple of days. Highly appreciate your Stream Traveler doing a great job as a moderator. Been a long time mod over here. So, shout out to your Stream Traveler. But you don't believe, Jake. You don't believe that Jake showed mercy on Mike Tyson. I'm going to play. Like I said, guys, hit the like button as you guys come in. I'm going to play the audio of what Jake Paul said, guys. I'm going to play the audio of what Jake Paul said. Hopefully Jones can redeem black men tonight. It's been a rough weekend so far. Oh, well, so you making a black and white thing? Tonight is the UFC, right? The UFC tonight. Just about right there that you're talking about right there. Jones versus Miyake. So yes, that's going to be tonight. The heavyweight title bout, UFC, right there. Jones versus Miyake. So you're rooting for Jones, obviously. So man, I'm going to check that one out too. I'm going to check that one out. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, this is like Jake Paul says I didn't want to hurt Tyson, man. He pretty much, said, he could have really, really hurt him. You know what I mean? This is some of the photos still shot, you know what I'm saying? Right there. He said, I showed Mike Tyson mercy. You know what I mean? I showed the mercy, guys. And I'm going to play exactly what he said. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play what he said. And, like I said, TMZ ran the article. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, guys. Shout out to everybody. Hit the like button. We do cover these topics, all these type of topics now on Raze channel. So we are growing and we coming on strong. So shout out to everybody watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as you guys come in. You know what I'm saying? And it does the words like that I'm going to play for you. Are these words, do they irritate you? You know what I'm saying? Do they irritate you coming from Jake Paul? You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson had his whole ass out before the fight. Yeah, I did see that, Apex Traveler. And some of y'all were rooting against Mike Tyson just for that alone, Apex. God damn it. They're like, I hope you don't come to the ring wearing that. Please, Mike. Please don't come to the ring wearing that, Mike. Mike Tyson, please don't come to the ring wearing that, And guys, how does this affect Mike Tyson's legacy? How does this affect Mike Tyson's legacy? Taking a loss to Jake Paul, a YouTuber, and like I said, yesterday, the day before yesterday, Mike Tyson had an interview with a little kid, and she asked him about this fight having an effect on his legacy, and let's just say that interview was highly, highly funny. I think we all can say that we think Mike Tyson forgot that he was being interviewed by a little kid.
Career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. That is something that I have not heard before, someone say that as an answer.
Can you really imagine somebody say, I want my legacy to be this way when you're dead? Why do you want somebody to, you think somebody really wants to think about you? What's the audacity? I think, I want people to think about me when I'm gone. Who the cares about me when I'm gone? Well, my kids maybe, or grandkids. Who cares?
And again, thank you so much for sharing that.
Oh man, now, I gotta play that every time I come up here now, man. That's gonna be my new belly full, balls empty, with big games. I mean, that is hilarious, man. Mike Tyson, that is hilarious. Oh man, yes, you said thanks, Adric Hot Boy. That is hilarious. Mike, 60 goddamn years old. Yes, 2 years, 58, but 58. Let me see. Okay. Gotta turn my microphone up. So my microphone low. All right, let me turn my microphone up. Y'all can hear me, guys? Y'all can hear me? James, thank you. Carter 4. Mike Tyson said his next stop is in Medellin to fight all the Moto goons. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh man. Let me see. I made $10,000 on Jake Paul. Oh, great. That's a great haul for you, Apex Traveler. Great haul for you. Let me check my mic real quick let me see. Audio adjust, automatically adjust, echo. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hit that like button, guys. You guys come in. Agreed. Better Mike didn't get knocked out like a former Nick. Yeah, as far as the legacy, I don't think Mike hurt his legacy because he didn't get knocked out like Nate Robinson, the former Nate Robinson, got knocked out. That was embarrassing. Mike didn't embarrass himself. It was the type of fight that I expected. I expected this type of fight. And I just didn't want Mike to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? That would have been embarrassing. You know what I mean? But Jake Paul has bragging rights now. He's going to go around telling his kids, his grandkids, that he beat the legendary Mike Tyson, and now he's a legend since he beat him. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was 58 years old. A homeboy in the comments saying the same thing as he said last night. It's not trash talking, maybe not graceful though. Edric Hoppoy, so you said it's not trash talking. Is all right. Apex Traveler. This was good for boxing because UFC is dominating the sport. Yeah, and boxing needed a night like that where all eyes was on boxing, even though it was a gimmick match, a gimmick boxing match, James Francis. But it got us talking about boxing. You know what I'm saying? For what that's worth, you know what I mean? The fight last night was turning good to a clown show afterwards. Okay. The 80s was 40 years ago. Yeah, 40 years ago. Think about that. Tyson been fighting, that long. You know what I'm saying? Well, he hasn't been. He's been retired. But that was, the 80s. That was last time Tyson was dominant. You know what I mean? 40 years ago. At least both fighters did well in the fight tournament. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I heard the pre-show fights was pretty good, but the pre-main event fights are pretty good. When I saw Mike Tyson hold blank out before the fight, I knew I was going to make a lot of money. That what I was saying. It wasn't I am Mike Tyson, so obviously he would Jake won. Mike also didn't have that killer instant, but I'm glad he got paid. Yeah, he got paid the money. Tim Howard, the mega moderator. Yeah. Now Jake is also stacking up. Jake is becoming a rich man, as being a YouTuber, you know what I mean? YouTube fighter. Jake was scared to hurt him when this is what he wanted. He wanted to fight Mike. Wade. Yeah, Wade. It's a plus to Tyson legacy that he is able to perform at this age, and he spoke the truth to the kid as he should have. He gave no F's about the kid, when he was talking to her. He gave 0 F's, Tim Howard. He laughing. Tyke held back, Jack Black says. Tyson drew the fight, dog. What a disgrace. So you saying Tyson drew the fight. I think I just think if Tyson didn't get him in the first 2 rounds, he knew that he couldn't beat him. He knew he couldn't beat him after 2 rounds, Jamies. That was the only way he was gonna have to get him in the first round 1 or 2. Jamies. There was no mercy in the ring, says Iris Wood. Paul fixes all his fights. That's true facts, man, because once you die, people always say it all the time that your legacy lives on when nobody gives a rat's butt at the end. So you say he was right to talk to the kid about that, and say that to the kid. Bad. What up, Bad? Oh, thanks for joining us last night also on the panel. Bad, something you Bad. They were play fighting, says Bad. Mike and Jafe both held back, you can tell. All right, so when it comes to being an actor or a fighter, which is a kickboxer, UFC fighter, boxer, and a kickboxer, okay, people, legacy stuff don't mean squat. People just love what they do because it's fun. Okay, and Aubrey Everbrest is in the building. He is no legend. All he can say is that he beat somebody's grandfather, says Aubrey Everbless. He's a legend in his own head, though, Aubrey. Money grab, modern day hustling, the game never changed, says Mike Larry. The movie stars and TV fighters, real actors and real fighters just say they love what they do. They never bring up the word legacy at all. Watch the fight on Parque Jerez in Medellin. I lost $50 and The fight was garbage. I am done with boxing. So Cornell says he's done with boxing. He is finito. He lost the $50. You know, he was in Parque Jarvis with the Medellin Snow Bunnies, the Beauties. Shout out to you, Cornell. Shout out to you. Watch your drink though, you know what I'm saying? Watch your drink, goddamn it. But shout out to you, you know what I mean? Enjoy the Snow Bunnies out there. Yes, money easy 20 million for Mike. I think this was basically for something to hand down to his kids. He already stated, he don't really care about the legacy stuff. Yeah, and like I say, he held his ground. He didn't get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? He took the fight, 58 years old, made 20 million. I don't blame him. I do not blame the guy at all. You know what I'm saying? I do not blame him. Paul's fights make a mockery of boxing. In my opinion, never interview Mike before a fight. Yeah. DJ Skills. Yeah. I don't know what Mike was on talking to that kid, but he was on something, and he never interview him before a fight. That's for sure. DJ Skills. Shout out to you. Mike couldn't move. It was just a money grab. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. Let's get into the algorithm. Hit the like button. I never thought I'd be doing Mike Tyson post fights on this channel, but what the hell? Let's rock out. You know what I'm saying, for a little bit. Not a real fight. Tyson just collecting the check. It's called entertainment. Season swag. Yes. Season swag. Yes. Or entertainment. And it did have great entertainment value. The whole spectacle last night. I was into it. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. Gotta love Mike, though. He's such a humble man and will always be the GOAT, says M7. If Jake thinks he is the man, then why don't he fight the current champ rather than a 60-year-old champ? Yeah, like I said, I'm going to get into that in a couple of minutes. I'm going to play for you what Jake Paul said. You know what I'm saying? Probably the last Mike Tyson post show. Yeah. This will be the last Mike Tyson post show. That's for sure, Bruce. And too. You know what I'm saying? 16 minutes of crazy work. Yes, I wish that was me, to be honest with you. Shout out to everybody. Hit that like button. I'm going to play for you what Jake Paul said right now. Now this was his press conference after the fight. This is the presser after the fight, and take a listen to part one.
Round 3, Mike seemed to be running out of gas a little bit. You were working the jab really well. At any point, did you start to take your foot off the gas just a little bit because you noticed he was tiring out?
Yeah, definitely a bit. I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt.
Did you feel Mike's power at all?
No.
He hit you with one, and you gave him the tongue.
I only because the crowd got turned up, but it didn't actually hurt. But I mean, no one's punches have really hurt. I got buzzed a little bit against Tommy Fury, but that's about it.
The crowd got a little restless toward the middle of the fights. We started hearing the boo birds. Reaction on social media isn't too great about the fight in general. Your reaction to that at all?
Yeah, man, thank you for everyone tuning in and coming. And, I tried to give the fight the best fight I possibly could. But when someone's just surviving in the ring, basically, it's hard to make it exciting. So I couldn't really get him to engage me or slip shots and, do something super cool or whatever. But I don't care about what people have to say. They're always going to have something to say, and that it is what it is.
Boom! Ouch! That's part one, guys. That's part one. Y'all buying what he's selling? He said that Tyson was struggling in the ring. He said he was struggling in the ring. He let up on Mike because he felt that Tyson was struggling, wasn't engaging, and it was tough. And he was carrying Mike Tyson through that fight, guys. What do y'all got to say about those comments? I got more, but what do y'all got to say about this comment? Let me go through some of your chats. Shout out to Tim Howard once again, collecting the check. So it's called entertainment. Man, but I told you, I knew Jake Paul was going to be saying these things. I know Tyson is going to be seething hearing this, but nothing he can really do about it now. He got 20 million, but let me see. People just love what they do for a hobby and turn their hobbies into a lifetime business. Yes, Wade. Yeah. The underlying thing Jake White says was Jake Paul promoted himself in the cop main event. All right. The top main event was Amanda Serrano and Kate Taylor. A lot of people were saying that. A lot of people have been saying that was the best fight, actually. But let's not be mistaken. You know, people were able to see Amanda and Katie because of Tyson's draw and Jake Paul's draw. So, you know what I mean? You still got to give these guys credit for getting eyes on those two female boxers. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for them, nobody would have actually seen Amanda and Katie. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been like, you know, how they say, if a tree falls in the middle of the forest and nobody's there to hear it, does it make a sound? You know what I'm saying? So you got to give Jake Paul and Tyson credit for drawing in the viewers and the money. You know what I'm saying? They asked Paul about fighting Canelo, and he didn't give a definite answer. I'm going to play that. I'm going to play that, Infinite Observer. I'm going to play that. Jake White, that woman's fight was the fight. HB Going Global says, damn, shout out to you, HB Going Global, in your channel. Shout out to you. What's going on, my brother? Mike Tyson needed the money because Don King robbed him for millions in the past. Yeah, and I've seen stories of him, you know, actually beating up Don King, you know, on a freeway one night. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Sheldon the Blind Traveler. And shout out to you, Sheldon the Blind Traveler. Shout out to you. I seen you out there with Ulysses Traveler. You know what I mean? On your travels. I seen y'all together. Shout out to you and Ulysses Traveler. And shout out to your channel, Sheldon the Blind Traveler. Sheldon, this guy is blind, guy. He's the blind flying bro, password bro. You know, so shout out to Sheldon, you know, and thanks for pulling up. I didn't know Tyson was that broke, just in the ring, ducking punches from a YouTuber. What a disgrace, says T. Williams. Jake Paul is an excellent self-promoter. New York City King is in here. So shout out to New York City King. He is here. He is here. He can't just fight a current champ. Got to earn that. He couldn't beat Fury. All right, said DJ Skills. Making Bob Arum top rank and Gary Shaw promotions non-existent. Don King is nowhere to be found. I bet sports fighting was very gruesome, barbaric back then when we had vintage TV and VHS. Okay, thank God Mike didn't get hurt. Yeah, and you know, hopefully, you know, he didn't. We still got to see after a few days and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tyson taking this massive L for some money, 40 mil in half an hour. Name a quicker flip. I don't blame him, Mike Larry. We knew the fix was in from the beginning. Paul just wanted the clout. Whoever paid $2 million for their seats is mad as hell. Mike did his best. Jake did not look like a boxer in the ring. If he fights anyone of credibility, he will be KO. So I think the whole time Jake Paul didn't really felt scared at fighting Mike Tyson. This is what he's saying after the fight. Mike didn't have it. Age hurt him, just like Mayweather carried Jake's little brother Logan. Yeah, I asked that question also. Did Mayweather carry Logan? Jake was camping. He knew the first 2 rounds that he was afraid of Mike. Big payday for them, 20 to 40 K ringside seats. Okay, and let me play part 2 of what Jake Paul said.
Did you feel Mike's power at all?
No.
He hit you with one, and you gave him the tongue.
Only because the crowd got turned up, but it didn't actually hurt. But I mean, no one's punches have really hurt. I got buzzed a little bit against Tommy Fury, but that.
Did you carry Mike?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. Yeah, there was a point where I was just like, okay, he's not really engaging back. And so I don't know if he's tired or whatever. And I could just tell, his age was showing a little bit. And I just have so much respect for him. And that violence war thing between us, after he slapped me, I wanted to, be aggressive and take him down and knock him out and all that stuff. But that kind of went away as the rounds went on.
Yeah, there you have it. Look, he just had to carry him. He had to carry Mike Tyson through the match. Guys, he said he had to carry him, and he didn't really want to hurt him. We pretty much was saying Mike Tyson was washed and he wasn't engaging, and and he did his best, guys. Do y'all believe Jake Paul? Do y'all believe him? Do y'all believe him? WWE type event, respect with the money. Paul going to milk this, probably open a lane to fight more celebrities. And I'm going to play another one, the last one, about him talking about his future plans. I think Tyson had at least a $10 million net worth before this fight. So Tyson been doing pretty well recently. You know, thank goodness for that. Tyson got paid $20 million. Yes, bad $20 million. Jake Paul $40 million. New York City King. That's Iron Mike Tyson. G. Look at how he was working in the training videos weeks before the fight. He was fast, but in the ring he was flat-footed and biting his gloves to remind not to fight. So you think Tyson was the one not really well? Like I said, after the first 2 rounds, man, I mean, you know, you taking hits, man, and you know he's 58 years old. You know what I mean? If you go back to his last fight in around 2003, his last pro fight, you'll see, you know, he was pretty much washed back then. You know what I'm saying? That was 2003, about what, 20 years ago. You know, I mean, I expected this out of Tyson. I was like, well, if he's going to win, he's going to win in the first 1 or 2 rounds. You know what I mean? That's it. But yeah, let me see. What belt is that? The delusional champion? What belt does Jake Paul got? Yeah, what belt is that, guy? Yo, Tim Howard, that's funny. Tim Howard, that is hilarious. Hit that like button, guys. You guys come in. Hit that like button. We are just reviewing this, what Jake Paul is saying. Jake Paul is pretty much pissing on Iron Mike Tyson. Pretty much. That's all I can really say. He's pretty much pissing. Now he's showing a little respect, but he's pretty much gloating and saying, "Look, I carried the fight. I carried it." You know, Tyson was not engaged. He didn't have no more energy. You know what I mean? No more strength. You know, and I didn't want to hurt the man. I didn't want to hurt the old man. Pretty much, that's what I'm getting from it. And that's how I'm interpreting this, guys. He didn't want to hurt the old man. Basically, that's what he's saying. You know, Jake Paul is saying he did not want to hurt the old man, guys. He said, I didn't want to hurt the old man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't want to hurt grandpops. You know, so I took it easy on Tyson, who was once the baddest man in the land. Yeah, man. Okay, hit that like button. Get the lights up. Get the lights up. Get the lights up. Jake Paul wanted to put on a tournament show just like Ken Shamrock in WWF Attitude Era. Yeah, shout out to Ken Shamrock in the Attitude Era back in the days. Raze the first Taylor versus Serrano was a sellout, and that was on Eddie Hearn's card in 2022. Oh, okay, all right. My fault. I didn't I never heard of that one. But hey, it's respect to them. Respect to them. You know, we respect to them, you know. People are only watching because of Mike Tyson, not Jake Paul. You believe that? Well, Jake Paul is becoming a reality show type guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but yeah, you know, that about 72,000. Yeah, it was a combination of both with that one. You know, it was a combination of both. Because it went, yeah, definitely. And 72,000 people, some of them really thought Mike Tyson had a chance to win also. Let's be honest. I don't think they would have filled up that stadium like that if everybody would have thought, Mike Tyson has zero shot of winning. You know what I'm saying? You know, I actually do believe people thought he was going to go back to his heyday and probably take Paul out in the first round. I think people knew it had to be the first round or the second round. And I think it was the nostalgia. We was talking about it last night. Like I said, shout out to Bad and Darnell and Backpack Val. You know what I'm saying? And Carter Ford. It was nostalgia. You know, it was nostalgia. But that's the power of Mike Tyson. The aura of Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? That's like a Michael Jordan was to come back and play in the NBA. We would tune in for his first game. We would tune in, knowing damn well it's not going to be the same Michael Jordan. But we were like, all right, he's been practicing. You know, let's see what he got. You know what I mean? The nostalgia would come back. You know what I mean? For bring entertainment. You know what I'm saying? They see a game of Michael Jordan and LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Playing, you know, on different teams against each other. People want to see that, even though Jordan is not the same at all. But people will want to see that. I'm telling you, he was washed in the '90s. Says HB going global. Yeah, and everybody hit that like button. Get the lights up. Get the lights up. Like I said, Jake Paul pretty much is pissing on Iron Mike, saying he carried them through the fight. He carried Iron Mike through the fight. You know, I made the fight. I carried him. I had to carry Grandpa through the fight, guys. That's what Jake Paul is saying, guys. That's how I raise a raise. That's how I interpret it. I don't know how you guys interpret it. You know what I'm saying? Tyson needs to go speak to George Foreman about how to make money in retirement with the George Foreman grill type thing. I think, yeah. Well, hey, Tyson, technically, he could keep doing these type of matches. He made 20 million. That's his retirement right there. That 20 million is his retirement. Give me $20 million. Guess what? I'm retiring from society. You know what I'm saying? Hey, give me $20 million. I retire right now at my age. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I believe him. Tyson is old. This was a money grab. Mike wasn't completely washed in the 90s. Not completely. No, not completely. More like in 2002, 2003. Mike never showed actual sparring videos, just a 30-second of offense. DJ Mike was the star of the show, not Jake. So y'all believe Mike was the star of the show and not Jake Paul, says M7. Do y'all agree with M7? Mike also had his legs. Jake knows that the first 2 rounds to the 5th round, Mike was going in aggressively like Sonic. From round 1 to 5 was berserk. Okay, he basically saying the old man should be happy he got 20 million. Mike skipped leg day. 20 million, 20 million for 16 minutes for sparring. You don't see any NBA player bragging that got schooled. That schooled the Wizards Michael Jordan. Jake need to put down the weed. Okay, so anybody that schooled the Wizard version of Michael Jordan, you know, all right. They spent the last round staring at each other, shaking my head. Well, yeah, I expect that in the last round. Both tired at that point. You know what I'm saying? Salute Tone Polo, Travel Solos, and the Broken Prophet. Some people say it was 50-50 split, which it was not. Yeah. I'm hearing, like I said, I'm hearing 40-20. 40 million for Jake and 20 million for Mike Tyson. My man got the Netflix Intercontinental Reality TV Championship. Like I said, Netflix, made a lot of money last night, but I don't know if they're gonna have the refund because they had some problems with Netflix had problems with the stream because so many people logged in and so many people ordered, you know what I mean? So TMZ says Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, viewers pissed with Netflix, all kinds of streaming issues before the main event. So a lot of people had problems with the streaming service. They're gonna have to get that fixed because I heard they want to do some NFL games coming up in December also. So they're gonna definitely have to get this fixed. And they said the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight card hasn't gotten off to the best start. Viewers are currently racing to social media to blast Netflix for streaming issues. Thousands of people have taken to X to complain about problems with the fight night's feed ahead of Paul Tyson main event on Friday night, griping about lag delays and even flat out stoppages. Now, I know some people had lag delays and stoppages during the Tyson Jake Paul fight too, on certain type of devices. Not everybody had the problems, but some did. So we'll see what Netflix do to you go ahead and maybe compensate some people, maybe because like I said, even on the Drudge Report, they even see this was a big fight, guys. Like even the Drudge Report.com was covering it. Humiliation of Netflix streamer crashes hours before big fight, unwatchable, buffering, and suffering. And this is the headline on Drudge Report. So Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, if anything, they need to be proud of themselves for getting so much publicity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it's all about, getting publicity, getting your name out there, making money. I know, you know what I'm saying? No matter bad publicity or, a good publicity, this was a huge deal. You know what I mean? This was a huge deal. This is Drudge. That's Drudge. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul gonna make a lot of money out of this, for the future. And Tyson made his 20 million. You know what I'm saying? And Tyson still look good enough to where he can train people if he want. You know what I'm saying? Train younger boxers, whatever, if he want. I mean, But shout out to everybody. Hit that like button as you guys come in. Hit that like button as you guys come in. Let me play the last part of that. So what's next for Jake Paul? Who is next for Jake Paul? Let me play. They asked him that in the press conference. Let me play that right now.
people just love to hate me. I'm easy to hate, and I intentionally, say things to make people hate me. I play the heel. I feed into that, and that's just what I like to do, and that's what entertainment is. And at the end of the day, I started as a 17-year-old in Los Angeles in the entertainment business, but I've been in this sport for 4.5 years and have been so active, doing every event, taking any fight possible. So if people want to see more or this challenge or fight this person, whatever it is, my response to them is just give them a couple more months, because I'm going to accomplish more things in just a matter of months. And I plan on doing everything in this sport that there is to be done.
You called out Canelo in the ring. Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
What about you and Conor McGregor? Are you interested in that?
Yeah, he'll never do that though. He knows way.
One, he's under contract, and
he's
two,
not his own boss.
And two, he won't do it. He knows better. He might.
And it's funny to say Conor McGregor is scared of Jake Paul and will never box him, but it's the fucking truth. And look at him go toe to toe with Nate Diaz, who was easy work for me. It was like a Monday sparring session to beat Nate Diaz's ass. So he doesn't ever want the smoke with me. It won't ever happen.
We believe Canelo would do a cruiserweight fight. There's no way Conor does a cruiserweight fight with Jake Paul.
Did you carry Mike?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Yeah, there was a point where, I was just like, okay, he's not really engaging back. And so I don't know if he's tired or whatever. And I could just tell, his age was showing a little bit. And I just have so much respect for him. And that violence war thing between us, after he slapped me, I wanted to, be aggressive and take him down and knock him out and all that stuff. But that kind of went away as the rounds went on.
Do you have it? Who's next? Canelo? Canelo is next. McGregor, you know what I mean? But you see how cocky Jake Paul is. He is a salesman, making himself a lot of money. So who's next? Is it Conor McGregor? Conor McGregor's next. Canelo? Alvarez? Who's next? Who's next? Raze can be in the mainstream media. He knows how to keep it clean. LOL. Yeah, Netflix is unfair, man. At least I get to see the fight on a Brazilian channel last night when those guys from Brazil were streaming it. Okay, yeah, in a few, like I said, I didn't show the fight on my coverage of it. I just, I was on the live stream watching it from a different device. But a few YouTubers got their channels taken down for showing it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know how serious those YouTubers were, but I just know sometimes you show these sports live events. If you show them, sometimes YouTube just deletes the video and the channel at the same time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, nah, I'm not going to mess with Netflix. I ain't going to mess with them. You know what I'm saying? Even convicts don't fight old men in prison, says Judge Dredge. I am ashamed to be a Netflix shareholder today after the streaming issue, shaking my head. Yeah, Cornell Madro. Yeah, they're going to have an issue with the NFL also once they start doing the NFL. And, so they better get that straightened out. You know what I'm saying? By next month, did he say taking any fights possible? Yeah, I think some top boxers is going to want to fight him for the payday, T. Williams, for the payday, for the money they can draw, all about the money. So I think a top fight, like you said, Canelo, whatever, I think he'll fight him because of the money, the interest, the advertisements. You know what I'm saying? I know people say it's a mockery of the sport, but follow the money. Follow the money. Look at Mayweather all these years. Mayweather been fighting, people that he know he going to destroy, and he carry the fights, and he make a big bag. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Money Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he's been getting away with it, I mean, so, what's next? Fight Ali's daughter. That's funny, Judge Reds. That is funny. Layla Ali versus Jake Paul next. Y'all want to see that? It was a sad fight, said New York City King. Tyson looks like someone grandfather walking to the ring. Plus, he wore a knee brace. That was a bad sign. Oh man. Yeah. Netflix should have installed extra servers before the fight. It is common sense. They're gonna, well, yeah, they should learn a lesson. Bruce M2, they should learn a lesson. You know, I think Tyson just wanted the bag. Yeah, he wanted that 20 mil. I take I don't blame him, Judge. I don't blame him. I would want the 20 mil too. At that point, 20 mil, they offer me, like people said, 16 minutes of work. 16 minutes of work, 20 mil, retirement. That's my retirement money. Oh yeah, I'm down. Long as I just don't die in the ring, you know what I'm saying? Don't get concussed. You know what I'm saying? And get them, take the money, go home. If I knock him out in the first round, I'm gonna try. I try my best to knock the guy out in the first round. If it don't work, now I just don't want to embarrass myself for the rest of the fight. Don't get knocked out. Don't get put down on the mat at any time, and collect my 20 mil. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what people used to do to Tyson back when Tyson was on top. People used to go in the ring against Mike Tyson when Tyson was on top, guys, and take the money. They know they're gonna get put down in the first and second round, right? They knew Tyson was gonna take him out in first and second round, and that was a big thing. People used to ask, would you go in the ring with this version of Mike Tyson right here? Would you go in the ring with him for $1 million? They were like, people was like, yeah, I go in there, take the hit, and I just fall because I don't want to die. So at a couple of hits, I'm just going down to the ground and get my payday and leave. You know what I'm saying? So that was, this was going on back in the day of Iron Mike, guys. Y'all don't remember this? Y'all don't remember that? People were like, would you fight Mike Tyson for $1 million? Some people were saying yes, some people were saying no. Some people were like, yeah, I do it for the mill. But I'm just not. I'm gonna try to survive. I'm not gonna, engage in them really like that. Yeah, he's gonna hit me, and I'm going down because I don't want to lose my life in there. You know what I'm saying? But I get paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid. So at least Tyson didn't take a dive. Tyson did not go to the ground. He did not take a dive. He was. You could tell he was getting worn out. You know what I mean? He had no power in his punches after the first round or two. But yeah, guys. Look at Mike. I mean, this version of Mike Tyson would have killed Jake Paul, guys. This version of Mike Tyson right there that you're watching on the screen right there, he would have annihilated Jake Paul. And I'm not even sure if Jake Paul realizes this. That's the thing. And Jake Paul's kids would never realize it. His grandkids would never realize it. Because Jake Paul now, all he's going to say is, I beat the great Mike Tyson. But, the kids ain't going to see this version that y'all seeing on the screen. Let me see. Like I said, Mike Tyson won. Dangerous Jake Paul fight will damage his boxing legacy. Like I said, I don't think it damaged it. He stood up. He didn't fall. He didn't go to the ground. He made $20 million. And look at it. He didn't take a beating. So, I don't think this damages legacy at all. So I had to take a look at it first. I had to see the fight first to see if it would damage his legacy. You know what I'm saying? But, from what I see, it did not damage his legacy. It's just that this guy gonna be talking like he showed Mike Tyson mercy. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. I show Mike Tyson mercy. Where is Milano said, I said that about QB pass reflection. He said, yeah, I didn't want to hurt him. So it's QB. So Milano said that he showed QB mercy. I showed QB pass reflecting mercy in the Rumble in Mexico. Yes. Okay. Thank you for the 2 beers, Milano. I think Raze can take Jake Paul. Yeah, but I got to train. I would have to train. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. if like I said, it's certain skill sets, not in a boxing match, but let's say in a mixed martial arts type atmosphere where I can grapple, wrestle, that type of, but yeah, that take training. See, boxing take the a special skill set, special training. You would have to actually train, take hits. You know what I'm saying? Train. You know what I mean? So it just depends what y'all fighting in, mixed martial arts or regular boxing match. Jake Paul was born when Mike was heading towards the exit of his career. Yes, Tim Howard. Yeah. Would Razor fight Jake Paul for $1 million? Yeah, I would. Hell yeah, I would. I train up. I'll fight him for $1 million. Yeah. I ain't saying I'm gonna win, but I said I'll fight him for $1 million. Yeah. Yeah, I'll fight him for $500K, to be honest with you. You got $500K? How much? $500K? All right, let's get it on. Hey, Judge Mills Lanes, let's get it on. I wouldn't be surprised if he fought Ali's daughter because he is just looking for easy fights with famous people. Jake knows what he is doing, Tim Howard says. Jake Paul versus George Foreman. No. We can't do that. We can't do that to me, retire young. We can't do that one. We can't do that. We can't. We can't be doing that. We can't do that. No, let's not do that. No. Oh, my stomach is turning thinking about that one, Timmy. At the first round, at the first and 2 rounds, Mike was like Apple from Fighting Spirit Boxing Anime. He was going aggressive and fast, getting ready to knock out Jake. So 20 mil official payday plus an extra 10 or 20 to draw the fight, says T. Williams. Super Bowl Sasua, says Tim Howard. Can someone lay this boy to bed already? Yes, Anari. He fought martial arts. Half their skills can't be used like jujitsu and kicks. Yeah, Daquan. Yes. Shout out to you, Daquan, for popping up. Matrix Entertainment Propaganda. Mike Tyson should have just been a teacher or an actor about boxing or fighting because at the first 2 rounds and the 5th round, he had more time to knock out this Jake boy. That fool sure do know how to sell that fight. Yeah, he sells the fights. He sells the fights. You know what I'm saying? He stepped on his foot. It was an equal response with the slap, Bruce M2. Go on and get in the ring, Raze. Hey, but get the 100K. Get the 100K. You know what I mean? We let's get it on. Who's next? Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yeah, Tekashi 6ix9ine next. Yeah. Y'all want to see Jake Paul versus Tekashi 6ix9ine? Y'all want to see Jake Paul versus Tekashi 6ix9ine? Now that might be the only fight where people would actually be rooting for Jake Paul to win. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? I think people would actually be rooting for Jake Paul to beat Tekashi 6ix9ine if that fight was to ever take place. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. What happened to the Rello versus Raze? Oh, that fight been off, man. That fight was off that night. We and him was promoting that. You know what I'm saying? That went left. That just those negotiations when me and Rello broke down. That was like 2 years ago now, right? God damn, time fly, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Razor Rage, Brandon Clark, Stocks Passport says yes. And shout out to you, Brandon Clark, Stocks Passports. Matter of fact, with Tekashi 6ix9ine, he's about to get word on how long he's got to stay in jail. You know what I'm saying? So because they arrested him again. So over the next few days, we're gonna have word about how long he's got to stay in here. You know what I mean? And I'll bring that to you guys. Let me see. Like I said, it was a fun night last night. Like I said, thank you everybody for watching last night's stream. Like I said, thank you everybody for coming on and the donations last night. Raze, you gotta learn how to move. gotta learn how to move in the ring. I wish we had a healthy Tyson that gave 110% in the first round. Yeah, and even then, it's still really hard to knock somebody out in the first round at that age. You know what I'm saying? Even if Tyson was healthy at that age, it's still hard to knock somebody out because he's trying to go for a knockout. You know what I'm saying? And Mike knew if he put all his energy in that first round, he probably would have got knocked out in the later rounds because he put too much energy in there. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul needs to watch the 1970 version of Mike Tyson on TV, man. Did that yoga fight ever happen back in October? Nah, it never happened, Bruce Sim, too. Never happened. Mike Tyson was dangerous back in Daisy days, kind of like Vegeta and Tin Shannon from, all right, those commercials. Okay. Well, all right, guys. Thank you, guys. I just wanted to come up here and discuss this a little bit with you guys. This was fun. Like I said, we expanded the channel, different new topics, you know what I'm saying? Bringing you guys, and it's fun doing these topics, man. Hit that like button. Share this. I'll be back live a couple of more times later on today. For sure. I got a couple of topics that I'm working on right now. So I'm about to go get this workout in. I've been drinking my C4 energy drink. My C4 to your door, no beef, no more, guys. Let me see. Let me show you guys. C4 to your door, no beef, no more. Look at that, the Jolly Rancher flavor. I know I'm making all the whales' head explode. You know, he doesn't like me drinking this the C4. You know what I mean? But I'm about to get this workout in. Go to the gym, and I'm coming back. I'm gonna come back live later on, guys. Coming back live later on. Shout out to the to everybody that watch. I'm starting to feel it. The electricity. Let me see. Anybody else commented? Bye, fellas. Hit that like button. Yeah, mega moderator, tell them hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Subscribe and share. We'll be back alive later on. I'm in the flow. I'm in a good flow right now. We dropping these topics. You know what I'm saying? Every hour. Every 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? We dropping them. You know? We invading the YouTube algorithm. The invasion. We invading, guys. We coming. Pause. Oh, man. Subscribe. Sub up. Hit that like button. Until later on, I'm Raze, and I am out.